Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Matthew 26:41. Now, this is part 2 about being an overcomer. And the last video here, he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. Notice how it says, keepeth the works unto the end, right here. To be an overcomer. And here's some more. Revelation 2:7. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. There it is again, an overcomer. And if you overcome through faith in Jesus Christ till the end, you will be able to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. Again, do you have ears to hear? Next, Revelation 12:11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. So they overcame the beast. You see, they were killed for their faith. They did not back down. They kept the faith. Now, if they drew back, the Bible says, if you draw back to perdition, that the Lord's soul will, that the Lord, if any man draws back to perdition, that my soul shall not have pleasure in him. So you got to be faithful to the end, the Bible says. 1 John chapter 5, verse 4. For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. I got one more here. Just got to go here. Okay, so then part 2 of this. Who is he that overcomes the world? But he that believes that Jesus is the Son of God. So again, who is he that overcomes the world? But he that believes that Jesus is the Son of God. Do you believe out there? Do you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God? Because you have to be. Because if you don't, the Bible says you're condemned already. So you have to believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. And if I could just go back to this last one real quick, and it says, it talks about being born of God. Have you been born again? And how do you overcome the world? Well, again, you overcome the world, even our faith. And just to review a little bit once more time, because sometimes I like reviewing, again, they overcame him. We saw by their blood of their testimony. They decided that they'd rather be with Jesus than the world, that they weren't going to deny him. Remember, if we deny him, he'll deny us. So they wanted to be faithful to the end, just like Jesus was faithful. And again, hopefully you have ears to hear what the Spirit says to the churches, that you have to be an overcomer. And there's that promise that if you do overcome, that you will have the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. So that's good news. So that should be an encouragement, to be an overcomer. That's what I'm hoping, that you would want to be an overcomer. And then just one last thing here for another verse here. Remember to watch and pray, okay? Watch and pray. Watch and pray. It's so important that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So again, watch and pray. And I could be doing more about this, but I'm telling you to watch and pray. That's what Jesus said. So hopefully you're watching. Hopefully you're praying. That why? That you enter not into temptation. And again, the spirit is indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So what can happen sometimes, we know that Satan, being the tempter, wants to try to tempt us. And we know the flesh is weak, and we know that there's all kinds of peer pressure sometimes too from the world. So you're supposed to be watching and praying so that ye enter not into temptation. Otherwise, if you think you can do it on your own and try to do it on your own, guess what? You're going to fail. So you have to, one, be, of course, in the faith, have faith in Jesus Christ. Remember, to be an overcomer, you have faith, and that's through your faith. And in Jesus Christ, you can be an overcomer through Jesus Christ. And also watch and pray so that ye enter not into temptation, and be faithful unto the end, and to resist temptation. And then you get a crown of life for those that were overcomers, that resist temptation, a crown of life that fadeth not away. So that's good news. And I'm going to play this song here to end the video. And if it gets cut off, then you probably won't hear the song. I'm not sure if there's like a copyright on it or not, but I'm just going to play part of it. So let's see if it plays. It's called Do You Think to Pray?
When you met with great temptation, did you think to pray? By his dying love and merit, did you claim the Holy Spirit as your guide and stay? Oh, how praying rests the weary, prayer will change the night to day. So when life seems dark and dreary, don't forget to pray. When your heart was filled with anger, did you think to pray? Did you plead for grace, my brother, that you might forgive another?